might want to sit down for this.
This episode is brought to you by the good folks at OVO. They were actually very nice enough to send over the OVO meal.
Get this midnight. What's this? This midnight joint?
This is
What's this?
What's this?
Is it like midnight mist or whatever they call it? And then it's just a McDouble and a junior chicken, right?
Yeah.
The drink is what's crazy special.
Yeah. Well, they said if this was going to be a Toronto thing, it should have really been a Fruitopia Sprite mix. That should have been the thing.
Is that a us thing for real? Because I've been hearing that since I was a kid. I didn't know that was just us.
I didn't know it was just us, but
It is. Apparently it is.
I did it. I just didn't know it was us.
But if you take a look actually here,
In the book?
we're doing this live.
Yep. We'll do it live.
The drink is blue,
Yeah, it is.
which I don't know if you guys understand the mastermind behind it. Shout out the original mastermind also.
Shout out Master.
But it's blue, and the blue is obviously to coincide with something that is supposed to drop. So are we tasting? Okay, we're doing the taste test. So we're doing the taste test live. Sorry to our American followers.
thirsty.
Y'all don't got this, but I'm about to check this out. What they call this? What they call this flavor?
I don't know.
I think it's like Iceman Blue or something.
Is it Iceman Blue for real?
But
No
it's-
way. You just
Okay, but
made that up.
what is the flavor though? Taste the flavor to see what it actually is.
Sugar. Syrup.
Oh no, it tastes
know
like
what?
one of them freezies back in the days.
Yes, it actually does.
Yeah.
And,
the blue freezy.
I think it might actually be. I think it's Sprite. And some people were saying, "Oh, I get it. He's trying to do like a dirty Sprite, but dirty Sprite is not blue, is it? That's not the color of the stuff they
Never
put
drank
in.
dirty Sprite before,
What an activation, B.
but I know that I feel like it's the color of
What'd you say?
His shirt.
What an activation. I've seen so many different artists with activations.
And
This
you know
one,
what?
To me, came out of nowhere. It's called Night Sprite, apparently.
Nice. Okay, yes, nice
that's
Sprite.
nice Sprite.
But you know what? I will say this, and this is how you know that.
So you can't
Drake
get this in the
is-
daytime?
No, yeah, I think they started at like 8, which
After hours.
yeah, because it's an after.
After
They call
hours.
it an afties thing or whatever. But what I was gonna say is I respect that that Drake did something that is only for Canada, because 9 times out of 10, any of these artists or any of these people that do stuff only get available in the 50 continents of the United States. Like they always do that. We're never really included. I even remember when they had that Megan Thee Stallion thing at Paz. They didn't have it here for a while, and
Oh,
then
I was about
I think
to say because I did get it here.
yeah, eventually, but like it was kind of like an afterthought. So I appreciate that. And obviously, there's food in here, but we ain't got it. It's a poutine and like some other shit, junior chicken, whatever. I guess you know what it
It's a
is.
junior chicken and a McDouble, I think. Based on
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
looking
yeah.
at Here.
Yeah, but I guess he's doing that to I guess kind of spearhead or begin his campaign of sorts. It's all
You
a
think it's an
promo.
Iceman thing?
I mean, it's got to be. I can't see you using one of the
Because why
biggest
not?
companies. This actually tastes good though.
No, it actually tastes good. I used to rock with the blue freezy, so I would like it.
Yeah, I think it would be
It's the
great.
first time in a long time since OVO got us to McDonald's, because I haven't had McDonald's in a very, 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 or anything from McDonald's
In a long time.
in a long time. And
Like
the last
late
thing
night.
I would have got would have been like a coffee at some point.
Yeah.
Fries? Not even fries? Not even the McDonald's fries? Not even a dabble? Okay, I got you.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it's been a while.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean,
Does taste good, though.
Yeah,
No, it does taste good. I can't. We're not gonna cap. It tastes good.
Americans.
Do people rush to this? Does this do bits for McDonald's, you think?
You know what? I think
Is it like a gimmick, or is this really going to help their bottom line in Canada?
Because
Okay,
McDonald's has been struggling and they need something.
No, I'm just saying, generally speaking, like, will they notice the massive economic difference? Of
Well,
the
you're the resident economic powerhouse. So why don't you tell us what does it seem like to you? Like because remember, it's not, they didn't really create new food per se. So
Yeah,
it's
no.
not like it's
the
just
cups and stuff.
and then
Whatever
the
the dye
branding
of
of
Sprite.
right. So it'll probably do something especially in the area of where Drake is popular, which is all around. So I feel like what it's gonna do probably is bring people back who haven't had McDonald's in a while, and then people that go there all the time have a little something where they're like, oh, we feel like we're being catered to a little bit. Which
There's a homie of mine that every time after we go to a lounge or anything like that, he does definitely get McDonald's.
yeah.
He He's not a big Drake fan, but I'm thinking that like for that demographic, I'm being real. I'm thinking for that demographic. But his order is somewhere along the lines of the junior chicken or double. So
because that is what you get after. You know, there was actually a thing at first where it was showing that the meal was 14 something, and then people were like, "Oh my god, that's a lot." But then they realized that was the Uber price, so it really was like $9. It's really supposed to be $9 or what, which is in line with.
Crazy those things. Expensive. McDonald's has gotten since we're in high school. Do you remember when you used to get the coupons in the mail?
Yeah,
the two can dine used to be $10.
They just stopped. They just stopped. Even first, they were doing the coupons where it was like two can dine for what I think like 20 or stuff like that.
Now, but I'm saying when we were younger, and
no, but now I think they even just stopped. They like no, two of you cannot dine. That's it's just
one can dine
on your own dime.
I remember even back. Correct me if I'm wrong. I remember there was one where it's like, buy a quarter pounder with cheese combo, get a quarter pounder for free.
Yeah, they do it. Yeah, they do it for
take another one. Get out of here
for the free. Yeah, that's that was
in high school times. I remember I used to having the if you came to school with the coupon book,
it's like a fucking.
I used to have selection like, yo, where y'all trying to eat today? Because I got the McDonald's right here. I got this one right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Burger King used to show some love.
Harvey's had one.
Yeah.
Harvey's had some good ones.
Yeah.
No, KFC ever used to have them?
No, because they said our Tuesday special wasn't up.
Which Tuesday was that?
How long was the 20 Tuesday actually $2? Because it was
it was that long.
Yeah, it was.
We think it was
two late 2s, early 3s, and then
there was one. I remember one. I do remember vividly seeing one that was 2. I do remember seeing that like
the 2.
Yeah. And then they couldn't.
You remember Subway's $5 footlong?
$5. I remember the song. I don't remember if
they dumped it.
$5 footlong,
and then they changed it from the $5 footlong. It was like a day rotation. Then there was a classic menu where any one of those were $5, and after that they said absolutely not.
They said $15 for an assorted.
Pretty much meatball and the marinara. That used to be my choice when I was a kid.
Yeah. No, that's no. Listen, the inflations and whatnots. But ladies and gentlemen, this is you might want to sit down for this episode 102. I am DJ XP, and to the left of me we have and if you continue down the line,
O'Shawn.
Very good. And how's everybody feeling?
I'm good, man.
Good. Better.
Much.
You looked much better. So that's got to be a good indication that things are on the up and up. So that's very good.
Much better.
Yeah. We let's start with music. I mean, we can always trickle down. Obviously we're off. What do you call it? Off cycle. So we had just missed. What did I miss? We just missed the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right. Which was a Bad Bunny themed
Bad Bunny Bowl
halftime show. Did anybody see it? Yeah, I assume most people saw it. What were your overall thoughts about execution? How things were and
obviously. I mean, I don't speak Spanish, but
you want to.
Already felt the story as soon as I saw like the setting, the setup,
the sugarcane fields,
bro. Obviously, just being somebody of Caribbean lineage
culture,
myself, I immediately felt connected to the performance just from seeing that. I immediately was like, okay, I kind of feel like what we're going with here, like this idea of and particularly. Just the nuance of what it must be like to be Puerto Rican and be like, yo, we're Caribbean, but we're America, but y'all ignore us.
Fall under the cracks.
And I felt like for all of the concern people had about how Mr. Bunny would do the show and how political he might be,
I
thought it was a very sensitive touch.
It was.
That was not heavy-handed.
No.
But I do think that if you want to engage with his performance in a way, there's stuff in there for you. But if you didn't, you're just like, damn, this is crazy.
This is a good
then
performance.
That's fantastic. So I thought the performance was good. And then, I immediately ran to see what Donald Trump's tweet would be about it. And he did not disappoint.
Right.
He did not disappoint. Because Donald Trump, the old proprietor of, I believe, the Victoria's Secret one-way show, that was on cable television. Made with a straight face, tangible argument that the dancing and the women were too provocative to be on our children's TV screens. I laughed at the irony of that.
the irony is not lost on, I think, on, and my problem is with people like that. Before you go, Sean, is that like, what is his barometer? I just want to know what his barometer for a good Super Bowl performance is, because he says it wasn't good. He says it was trash or whatever his exact words were. Like, what does he like? Like, because I need to know what he's
YMCA song.
What he's deeming good and bad to know. Okay, this is bad because it's not in line with these ones. So I never know when he says it. So I never know if he's just saying it because of what Bad Bunny represents, or it's because he's approaching it from a critical, analytical, perspective. And I have no idea. But Oshan, what did you think about it?
I probably watched that performance maybe 3 more times after after the live version. I enjoyed it, like, as a performer, as somebody who enjoys shows and people who like put their whole foot in what they're doing. Like, it was actually incredible. Mm-hmm. He's singing, he's rapping, bringing that whole element, like the stage, like you said, the stage show of it all. What was all the different parts that were actually happening? Like, there was a wedding that was happening, and then having guest appearances by Jessica Alba. God, she's still so hot, man. God, having Cardi B was having all of those like cameos, and then having old people and little kids and sexy people, and just whatever you wanted, dark skin, light skin, short hair, dark Latino, light look white, like everybody was there, like everybody was represented in this. And of course, when he bigged up all the countries, including
Jamaica,
Canada,
and Jamaica,
you know what I mean? I just thought it was, the energy was beautiful, and it was amazing if you wanted to enjoy something,
it made it very easy.
Like you, I didn't run to go see what Trump said, but I did run to go see all you goofs out there on my on Twitter and Threads to see the type of verbiage and
what was your timeline
discussion.
Like what was your?
Oh, it was given. It was given.
Yeah. There was a lot. There was a lot. I can tell you what I want to hear.
I don't want to get too deep, because you can carry the baton for that. But I just want to say, it's just another all-encompassing thing of how stupid young people are. Honestly, like it like there's so many stupid people out there, Joe. Yeah, like ignorant and stupid, that even when they want to explain the reason why something is not good, even their explanation is also stupid.
What was the least plausible complaint that you saw?
You didn't understand it, so it's not good.
Yeah, that was one I saw.
I don't speak Spanish, so this is a trash performance all around.
Right.
Like, I don't understand what a good performance and you understanding the verbiage or the words, because that's what they were talking about. They didn't talk about if they could understand anything that was happening. Could you understand dancing? Do you understand their singing? Did you understand that there was a stage? Did you understand that it looked like a story was being told? You didn't see none of that. Just the idea of, I don't speak Spanish. Yeah. This is horrible. It's not good.
Yeah.
And then they would try to like bring up what would be good. For example, Kid Rock.
Like the turning point one that was happening at the same time.
And my back and forth with certain people online was about, well, people go to the opera.
You're right.
And a lot of people don't understand Italian, or they don't understand.
Yeah.
Or people that,
it's like that famous Italian song that we've all heard before and don't know. Right?
Like
I don't know what it is. And it's incredible. I love that song too.
There's so many, like,
and I feel that song.
People, there's a lot of people who listen to dance hall. They don't know what the words, what they're saying. There's people Afrobeat.
Bad Bunny is the number one streamed artist in the world.
Exactly.
So everybody complaining.
So that's why
you heard a Bad Bunny song.
It's funny. Yeah. And then I don't know what person said. Yeah. I swear to God.
Reggae music, Afrobeat.
Yeah. All of these.
In English. Yeah.
Mumble rap. Y'all niggas don't know what your favorite rappers are even saying in the first place. And hold on, just want to add, somebody said, I don't know who, somebody online said that music wasn't a universal language, and that's when I had to log off the
music wasn't, or what?
Yeah, it's not.
Oh. Yeah, that's news to me.
And it was like, wait, my whole life music was my whole life I heard music was universal language.
Rhythm, the melody.
After Bad Bunny, music is not
no longer
now
a universal.
What I will say is this: I'm obviously not American. I don't agree with the argument, but I could understand the plausible argument of saying America turns 250 this year. Mm-hmm. American football is an American invention.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Everything in this year for America, they're getting the World Cup. They're doing this White House card.
So we're getting it, some of it too.
This is the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I could understand the plausible argument that says the NFL should have made a different choice. I don't agree with that argument.
But what I don't.
But I would accept the plausible nature of that argument.
But he's American. So what do you mean? So what are you referring to?
No. I don't. Okay,
because that's I've heard this statement, but
so the argument that they would make, right? In yes, he is American, right? I don't think you would have had the same push if you. Is Bruno Mars actually from Hawaii?
Yeah, I'm about to check.
Because I don't think you'd have had the pushback if they got a Bruno Mars. I think it's a language issue.
Yeah, but that's unfortunate.
But because you make a decision, right? If you make a decision in this, because clearly America wants the 250 thing to be a big thing. They've been talking about it for a long time. So you make a decision that the majority of your country can't oratorially understand.
Chevelle, cut the fucking crap.
No, but I understand. No, I don't agree with the argument.
No, because
but how can we understand?
But hold on, wait. Do you truly believe? Because I truly think you believe it, but I want to confirm. You really believe that their qualms with a Spanish-speaking artist at the halftime show is strictly because of honoring the United States 250th anniversary?
I want to be clear.
Because I want to know.
I'm a politician. Let me be clear.
Let me be clear.
There is a percentage of people who I do think have an issue based off what I just said.
Okay.
And I think there's a larger percentage of people who are racist that are able to effectively piggyback on that very nuanced argument.
Okay.
But there also wasn't just racists that were joining on this. This is
but I wow.
There were people that
strong take. I do think that a huge percentage, not all of it.
Yeah.
I do think a huge percentage of the issue with the Bad Bunny performance is rooted in racism.
Yes, for sure. For sure.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
So then for that reason, if I'm here, there's a percentage of people that are just part of the Bad Bunny conversation and argument because they're racist, right?
Right.
So then they know I can't say, yo, I'm racist.
Yes.
So they're going to look online and be like, what can I say?
What can I
And I do think it's possible to say, you know what? America's turning 250 this year.
Yeah.
We're doing a whole bunch of things that are pro-Americana. How effective is it to pick a decision that alienates a majority of the language we speak? Now, what I will say in response to that is this. This to me was actually the most American decision.
Right.
Because America is rooted in capitalism. And the NFL is doing this to globalize
the sport. Yes.
Because guys like Patrick Mahomes, guys who played in the league like Tom Brady, guys who are playing in the league now like Jalen Hurts, are, I'm sure, pushing up against the league and saying, look, Messi and Ronaldo have contracts that pay them $150 to $200 million a year. Ronaldo's contract, $250 million a year. Messi, when he's at Barcelona, $180 million a year. What's going on?
Correct.
And I'm sure the pushback from the league is, those guys play all over. It's the world game.
Yes.
So we have to accept that if the NFL is having a keen eye on growing their game, because they have a monopoly on football. There is no league.
Right. Anywhere else that's competitive. Sorry, Canada.
Then I can appreciate the capitalistic drive that says, look, if we want Mexico viewership, if we want Latin American viewership, if we want this, if we want Spanish, we're going to have to start doing some stuff, guys, to bring in those eyeballs.
Right.
And that's why I saw it as, I'm not part of the culture war in the United States, but I did see this as a clever capitalistic decision.
I think it's still interesting.
And chapeau to them. It was the most viewed Super Bowl show, I think.
We will talk about that in a second.
We're going to find out because there was contradicting numbers.
I have the numbers. I have the
so I'll put a pause on that point. But if it is in fact...
It's top 1, 2, 3.
In the top 3.
It is the top 1, 2, 3.
This is a stroke of... if it is in fact in the top 3, then it is a stroke of genius from a capitalistic perspective, in which instance, chapeau to the NFL.
Yeah.
A game that sells commercial spots for $3 million for every 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Chapeau to do that with your halftime show as well.
I just think it's interesting, though, that majority of the conversations that I've been having online with random strangers across the...
That's your problem. We finally agree.
Most of them, if not 90, I can confidently say 99% of them.
Yeah.
Their argument has nothing to do with America turning 250 and all of those different things. They brought up a plethora of other bullshit that makes I don't even know if a lot of these people even know that.
Right,
you know what I mean? Like they even know. And if someone wants to tell them, they'll be like, yeah, exactly.
They would have even drove it. Yeah.
Which is why I said it. Which is why I said it here. I didn't want to say it. I was helping you guys out.
I mean, so what? So Bad Bunny comes and does a halftime show, first time in Spanish for your 15-minute performance. Okay, is that the end of the world?
Right.
You can get another artist the next year.
Right,
and you've been having how many?
But that's why the 250 argument to me is plausible.
I know, but
I could appreciate somebody coming and saying why this year.
But what I'm saying is, majority of people who are against this, from my own eyes, didn't even bring that up.
And you know, one of the
on
biggest
the news, on Instagram, on
Stephen A. Smith didn't bring that up. And he's one of the staunch people talking about that he doesn't understand why they had to spend, even though I thought, you know, his
Stephen A. Really?
He did not bring up America 250.
Stephen A. has been publicly against this? I have not seen this.
Yeah, he's like he understands why people are upset that it's not English. It should be in English. This is America.
Stephen A. said that.
Yeah, you can look it up for sure.
So do you guys make a big deal when some of these movies at the Oscars?
Parasite won.
I didn't see a load of or
which is why the 250 argument for me, my only
stop bringing up this 250 because these niggas was not saying that shit.
This episode is called 250. Shit, fuck it.
No, but that's my only plausible, because I always try and empathize, right?
No, I understand.
My only plausible entry into the argument is somebody saying it's the 250th anniversary of America. Bro, I'm not American.
Right.
I'm not. But I know how America feels about America because I feel it about America when I see a good commercial. Remember those Jonathan Majors Army commercials?
Yes.
That was one of the greatest.
From the trenches. So a country that is like that.
That's one of the greatest commercials.
I know how they feel about their 250th.
So let me give you a breakdown. Let me give you a little breakdown. Rihanna, Barbados, The Weeknd, Canada, Shakira, Colombia.
But he's talking about the
Coldplay,
English.
UK,
It's
The
English,
Who,
it's language.
UK, The Rolling Stones, UK, Paul McCartney, UK, Shania Twain, Canada, U2, Ireland, Phil Collins, UK, J Balvin, Colombia.
So most of your artists
MIA,
are not even from America.
Sri Lankan, Mark Ronson, UK, Sing UK, Enrique Iglesias, Spain, and I don't know who.
So all these artists are singing for the American halftime #1 sport, they say.
Yeah.
Or most viewed sport, and majority of them are not even American.
Right.
It's interesting.
And
it's interesting that way. But now again, we're people were complaining about language. But here's my thing. I just personally, anybody who said, "Yo, I didn't enjoy the show because I don't understand what he's saying," and that's it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm personally
that's a valid
okay
argument.
with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. But when people took the time to dissect something that they don't understand and tell other people why it's not good.
Yeah.
It's not a good performance. He can't sing. He can't rap. He can't dance. They're not good dancers. There's people that are doing this on top of that.
Yeah.
The beat's not good. The sound's not good. But the #1 thing is they don't understand it. That how are you telling me, how are you giving me a creative dissection
I mean, I push back on that.
Of why it's not good?
Art is an opinion-based thing. People are allowed to have their opinion.
I know, but but it's rooted in
my opinion can be rooted in whatever I want it to be. It's my opinion.
But then it's not. But then it's not an accurate opinion. You're just it's not an
opinion.
Sorry, what I mean by it's not an accurate opinion. What I'm saying is you're putting your in understanding of something as to why other people.
But everybody does
as
that
a
with their
critique.
opinion.
But
anybody who does that, I think is stupid. How about that? If you tell me something is not good, you're telling me you want to convince me something's not good because you don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm giving so I give you
no.
I'm not liking it and I'm coming from this point of view.
That's different. That's different.
And you agree or disagree, but I'm still allowed to articulate that point of view. That's
different. They're trying to rally people to come onto the side of something is not good because I don't like it. That's a different thing.
Yeah, and then if I'm wrong, nobody will follow me. But if I'm right, I get followers.
But there are people that are looking for a reason to not like something. So when they find somebody that is on that side, what you said, rooted in racism or rooted in any of these other avenues, then they're like, yes, exactly. Yeah, they didn't even think about it before. Like I said, that's why I said the 250 thing. Now there's going to be people that go, oh yeah, exactly. And the 250 thing. That was never in their thought. They just knew deep down inside, I fucking hate what I'm seeing here.
Yeah,
because why the fuck are you in our country speaking in a different fucking language? This is the worst art I've ever seen.
Of the percentage of people that you think have an issue with Bad Bunny, Do those? I mean, just a general question.
Are they all white? No.
No. Do you think those people also know that Puerto Rico is American?
A lot of people don't know that.
So then,
and there's probably that crossover.
Now the nature of
but that's stupid.
the nature of the conversation we're having now.
Shifts a little bit.
We're just. I mean, I don't want to say we're falling apart,
but here's the thing. But I can't speak to everybody. But the people that I responded that to,
right?
They said they don't fucking care.
Well, yeah, because the ignorance is the leading cause. I didn't
meet one person that told me, "Oh, okay, so then I don't really hate it because." You know,
because they didn't understand.
They didn't even take. They're like, what? They just moved on to something else. That doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, they. You know, I'm like, all right, okay, so then I can't convince you then.
For context, this is actually, you guys kept saying 1, 2, 3. It's actually the 4th most watched halftime behind.
So what happened?
Kendrick. What do you mean? What happened?
They've been running for a week and a half, 2 weeks of that. They're number one. So what numbers did they remove in the last?
They checked the numbers because concurrent. I think concurrent and cumulative means like different things. But anyway,
Kendrick Lamar's number one.
No.
So Kendrick's is not number one. Last year
Michael Jackson is number one.
Makes sense.
Actually, wait.
No, what is
behind Kendrick Lamar? Okay. Bad Bunny's 128.2, so it's the 4th largest. So that's in 4th place. Then you have Usher, which is 129. Then you have Michael Jackson at 133.4, and then Kendrick at 133.5. So this is saying that Kendrick's is actually the highest. They're saying that Kendrick's is the highest.
What list is
you said Kendrick was 133.4, Michael Jackson was 133.5.
No, I think I reversed it.
I understand.
Kendrick is 133.5 and Michael Jackson is 133.4.
Wow.
But the thing is, I saw other lists that were saying that Michael Jackson had him edged out by a little bit as well. That's the thing. So,
but every list that I've seen,
I know because it wasn't finished.
No. Every list that you said they were saying Michael Jackson was number 3. So how the hell did they?
They were saying Michael Jackson was number 3.
Yeah. So how did they get to Michael Jackson number 2?
So who did they have as number 1
originally?
Well, the
list that I saw was Bad Bunny, Kendrick, then Michael Jackson. Then the one before that, I was Kendrick, Michael Jackson, and then whatever you said after before they added Bad Bunny, which would have been Usher, or I guess.
No, but I think it's Michael Jackson and Kendrick battling. But while we even check that, because I see this list here. Michael Jackson, Kendrick's is pretty high. The worst thing is that
the game was not great either.
But we knew that.
But you know what I was going to say too?
The game wasn't going to be that amazing.
This is what I was going to say. Is that
it was a real blow, right? The Patriots lost, and there was a Spanish guy singing. I mean,
right?
It's just really not great, right?
And this thing 53 minutes ago says Bad Bunny drew more than 135.4, breaking Kendrick's 133.5.
And this one says the most viewed is Kendrick Lamar 133.5, Michael Jackson 133.4,
and how
Usher
long ago was that
129.3.
put? Because this was posted 53 minutes ago.
So are they still tallying it? Is this like election votes?
Thing. Cite your source.
But because what I was gonna say was
NBC.
The biggest thing that my takeaway was people. What?
I'm gonna have to. He took from the network.
I'm just this.
The network. From the people, right? What I was gonna say was that
would they want him to be number?
If they want, because they always want the latest to be the greatest. They never want the latest, the best to be from years ago when they didn't have internet.
But it's Apple's halftime show,
right? But what I was gonna say was that I think people, because you were talking about the people that you were facing online. The people that I were facing online was people that said that the Bad Bunny halftime show was a 1-to-1 did exactly what the Kendrick Lamar halftime show did.
I'm taking a break.
This commercial break is brought to you by McDonald's in New Fruitopia, brought to you by Drake. Let me explain something to you.
I don't even understand.
So
it's a 1-to-1 of Kendrick.
Like they're saying they basically had mandates, cultural mandates, and they both executed the same way. And that's when I had to step in and say, okay, but here's where you're wrong about that. Because do you understand what they're saying, right? Like, do you understand what they're trying to say?
No, you guys tell me.
Okay. Kendrick Lamar represents the Black American experience in the United States of America. Mm-hmm. Bad Bunny represents the Puerto Rican American experience in the United States. And they basically brought their culture forward. They came forward. They had the same kind of themes, uplifting their community, doing all these things in their performance.
Okay.
The problem with that is this, and this was my main takeaway, and we won't take forever on it, but the climactic point of Bad Bunny's performance was about the unity in which encompasses America by naming all the countries that fall under the purview of America, while he started it off with God Bless America and showing culture and showing all these different things, showing the situations, the electric problems, and the cultural things that bring the countries in the Americas together through poverty, slavery, and economic struggle and things like that. The Kendrick one, while it may had elements of those things sprinkled in a more minute fashion, the crescendo and the climax of the Kendrick show was, I hate this nigga Drake. Like, because my thing is, because why and I'm not saying, because of that means the Kendrick halftime performance wasn't good, because we did not come here and say that performance wasn't good. But let's not equate Bad Bunny's climax saying that the only thing stronger than hate is love with I'm the biggest hater and you are not like us, and neither are, and from my interpretation, are your countrymen like us, because there was a cultural divide being laden in Kendrick's performance in comparison to Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny shouted out Canada. You know what I mean? So there's already so many differences in that. So I just think for people, and maybe Black Americans will look at it as the exact same, but I think that's where their mandates were even different. Like, he was teasing a song that is etched in, and I'm not saying you can't do that, because yes, hip hop culture is about battle, and that's when people were trying to school me. Like, hip hop culture is about battling, and that's just embedded in the culture. You can't take that away because you don't like it. And I said, that's very fair. But then don't come and tell me that it is the exact same, that they did the exact same things when one was teasing a diss track that he ran in the ground the year prior, and yes, you're supposed to take your victory lap, but really, you didn't have to do it there. You didn't have to make your performance centralized around Not Like Us, but you did. And you're allowed. It's on your label. You're making the money. It's capitalistic. I get all that. But don't try to make those two performances even seem remotely close in terms of what they were trying to accomplish culturally.
I don't think, I don't know where you were on the internet that people were trying to make that argument.
Black America.
Yeah.
don't like that.
Does that mean you don't believe this?
Yeah. I'm telling you,
you're a liar. Yeah.
People were actually hitting me in the DM for me to explain my position, because they were actually interested in why I was so taken aback by that comparison.
Good for them. You know what I love about people that were also unique. That's I couldn't even have conceived of the take you just
That's
gave
what
me.
I mean by.
I wish I had more to get. Wow, I'm verklempt.
Because okay, let's play, before we move on, let's play devil's advocate. Let's take away.
I'll try.
Right? Let's play doctor's advocate. Shout out game. Let's look at Kendrick's performance. Let's take a trip down memory lane in a very minute way. Let's look at Kendrick's performance and let's take away Not Like Us. So that means taking away it being teased throughout the whole performance, taking away the crescendo and the leading up to that moment and what that was to do.
Is he gonna do it?
Right? So let's remove that.
Yeah. Can I maybe I'll say something else.
Yeah, okay.
I think every performer
Yeah.
takes their time to communicate something.
Yeah.
So the parallel that I thought when I saw the Bad Bunny performance was in terms of cultural identity, speaking of an experience, authentic to where you come from, was the Dre halftime show that was very much about Los Angeles. I did not think of the Kendrick Award show. That was very much about, like, even with the whole Game Over thing, which was about something else. Bad Bunny's performance was about a geographical region providing a linking of experiences.
Yeah.
Dre did that. That's where I would have went if we were gonna do that.
Yeah.
You know what? I like it.
Yeah.
That's where I would have went.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. But unfortunately, in the let's just rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah.
People that hate Kendrick were very exuberantly excited about the Bad Bunny show, and also saying that it was miles better than Kendrick's as a extra slight to Kendrick. So there was that part of it, right?
Yeah.
Which is you're gonna have the stands and stuff like that, just being yo, the Batman one was so amazing, was so great, even though it was, but really not because they care about Spanish music or anything that he's talking about, but just as a FU to Kendrick, right?
Yeah.
But then you have the people who really truly believe that these two people were saying the same thing. So unfortunately, those things are kind of getting mixed into one. So everybody's kind of trying to make their point, even if their point is actually really insane and there's actually no thread. Because you're right, the connection that you made between the LA one makes a lot more. There's a lot more sense, but unfortunately, it doesn't provide the narrative because it's 4 different artists sharing the stage. It's not the one that just happened. Yeah. Kendrick is one of the biggest artists and solo artists, so it doesn't really give the same kind of feeling, even though what you're saying actually makes a lot of sense. So it just doesn't make for a good
TV
conversation. For conversational fodder in that sense, but. My thing is, I just don't understand how how someone could actually sit there and watch that and then watch last year's and see the threads in which that they did. Like, they could say they did similar things. Yeah. Like, sure, they're representing their culture, even though a lot of Kendrick's was based on really uplifting like the LA gang culture and things like that. Like things that were nuanced in there, right? But once again, that is very regional. That is very specific, and he's allowed to do that. Like, I'm not saying, he can't do that because he's not reaching out to unify the world. But don't say that he's unifying the world if that's not what he was doing, because that doesn't even make any sense. Because I'm sure that's not what his mandate was based on everything about that show. You know what I mean?
I mean, look, I think artistry is an incredible, beautiful thing, and look, getting the halftime show is an incredible thing.
Exactly.
I think this one got politicized for so many different reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's any word of a doubt that the person who had the worst day that day was Stephon Diggs. I mean, he lost his girl. His baby mom was in the front row. He had to go to court that Friday. He lost the game. So, like, to me, there were tragedies happening all over.
Yeah,
when I think about an artist and I think about, setting something up and having an execution that works, I more think about J. Cole's The Fall Off album.
Ooh, let's talk. That's good.
I'm
good.
more thinking about J. Cole's
That's well. Before we even get there, can J. Cole do the Super Bowl? Probably. Well,
Chris Brown can.
Yeah. So okay, before we get to the J. Cole, get into that diatribe, you guys saw what Chris Brown said, right?
I did.
How'd you guys feel about what he said?
I have Chris Brown at Usher level.
No, I know, but that's not what I asked.
Chris could do it.
It's also
because of course Chris can.
Y'all notice I forgive Chris. I just don't know if America forgave Chris.
Right. Well, everybody hates Chris, so
I forgive Chris.
That's an understanding. But my thing is, did you saw what he said, right? Mm-hmm. No, okay.
They need me or something like that.
What was the exact quote?
I can't remember. It's like something like. Well, I guess it's safe to say. Or something. Like it sounded like a bar. Like, I can't lie.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
like it was sounded like a bar.
I think it's safe to say. Why? Why is it safe to say? It's very unsafe.
I don't know what Chris saw to be like, yo, you know what?
I would, but that's the thing about
me. Let me tell him what I'm thinking right now.
That's what I'm saying. But here's the thing. I hate that we you're right. It would be interesting. It would be interesting to know what he saw to say that. But what if he didn't see?
I have to say this.
But what if he didn't see anything particular? What if that? I know, but what if some random on the street just said, "Yo, Chris, I really needed to be in the Super Bowl."
Was there anything? Was there a conversation going on online about him?
There's been for
something like that.
No, there's always been conversations.
Like, it's
everybody's been talking about him doing it for years. And
I honestly don't think. I don't think the NFL does it because of how corporate they are.
But there's been doors.
Yes, there's been secret doors
opening. He's starting to get
I can open secret doors, but I can't publicly put you on television. Like,
why not?
No, but first of all, when you want to think about the likelihood of those things happening,
the Super Bowl is such a stage wrought with so many opinions, with so many different eyeballs. People are still mad at J-Lo for how she handled Shakira in that Miami Super Bowl. They're still mad at her for that.
It's another Spanish one. See, it's the Spaniards. I mean, the Latinos.
Like, I don't know. I think Chris could do it. I think the NFL. I just don't know if
No
the
one's
NFL's big enough to
talking
do
about
it.
Of course,
but yeah,
do it.
because
No, obviously we're talking about the larger.
No, when you say could do it, what do you mean?
yeah, because you're talking about ability song
or
catalog wise,
asking him to do it.
I'm saying
exactly. Those are the three questions. Yeah, because you have to specify what you mean.
Michael Jackson is one of the top 3 Super Bowl halftime shows of all time.
Yeah.
In today's climate, right? Would you slide everything? And would Michael Jackson, with the allegations on his
and everything that happened,
would the NFL have given him a chance to do the Super Bowl?
If Jay-Z was in charge, yes.
Yeah,
and that's where I think that's where the difference.
No, you're
that's
right.
where the difference is, because you have an intermediary.
Any job or any whatever the case may be, when you have somebody at the highest level vouching for you, even if it's year after year after year after year, having hold tight, I'm working a play. Just keep doing your thing. You'll just
keep your nose clean,
keeping it clean. I'll eventually. There's gonna be opportunity. Go get some Grammys. Go do some tours. Go do some stadiums. It's possible.
$1.5 million is a 30-second spot during the Super Bowl, I believe. It might even be 3. I mean, it's crazy expensive.
Yeah.
There are, look, somebody would always advertise.
Yeah.
Is there any corporate backlash? Chris Brown gets announced for the Super Bowl. Do any advertisers come out and say we will not be advertising this year? And then does that cause a snowball?
I don't think that happens.
What these guys, again, they're capitalists at the end of the day. I could want to work and play all I want. If you start hurting the bottom line too much, I can't help you.
But that's why I think time heals these type of things. Obviously,
time and
long
circumstance.
time ago,
not with the internet. That's the problem. I agree with you.
No, but it's not about the internet. But people forget about things.
No, but
people get numb. People get numb to
no,
things.
sir. Because if I'm a business and I'm publicly traded, the internet hurts my bottom line. It hurts my stock price. It hurts my shareholders.
Yeah.
So I can't do this if it's going to hurt the bottom line. Now, don't get me wrong. There is a percentage of acceptable risk. There's an amount where they'll say, look, we'll take the short-term hit because platform and Chris is probably going to get us this, But anybody, if you cost too much money, we can't do it.
But
I'm wondering, does Chris cost too much money to do?
That's okay. You're bringing it in that.
That's why. Does it cost them too much money to platform Chris Brown?
Okay.
NFL halftime.
That's why there would be more of a. I guess you would be a heightened cleanup, if you will, of whatever imagery that they think that needs to be.
I remember also keep in mind how unforgiving and historical the internet is. The internet made it uncomfortable for Kevin Hart to do the Oscars. Now, it's been a couple years since that happened.
Yeah.
But now when you see the whole tapestry of Kevin Hart's career, the internet stopped that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I have a rebuttal.
At a certain time, right?
I have a rebuttal, but I want you to say, because I want you to cook. No, because I want you to say what you're saying, because I need it coming from an artist's perspective.
What? I don't know what you particularly
what you're because I want you to respond to what he's saying. He's saying that the internet, he's putting a very heavy crown on the internet narrative in regards to the Super Bowl thing. Okay, so and the fact that they didn't forgive Kevin Hart, or
I personally think that he is right in the internet and forgiveness. I also think that he's underestimating today's value of the internet.
Yes.
Do you think there would be enough voices saying no? I want Chris doing the halftime show.
I think
that's not even the demographic of the NFL.
Don't put it to Chris, because he brought up Kevin. So I'm saying I think Kevin doing what he did.
Kevin could do the Oscars now. I agree.
Even Kevin doing whatever he did during these times would get way more forgiveness or more forgetness than that time. I think the stain of things on the internet lingered way more before than they do now today, because there's way more things happening at the same time that you would have to take a humongous real revolt, which I'm not saying is not impossible.
Yeah.
That's why I'm talking about the cleanup act. I'm talking about if Chris is continuing to say stuff like that, being rude to some fans somewhere.
I'm not even talking.
But I'm saying if he has a lineup of things
that they can
that are small but are still like irritants, and then now they announce that. Gonna be the Super Bowl. Yes, I think that there could possibly be the internet coming and start saying, not only did he do that, but look at what he did. This. But I think the further he
do that though.
but it might not be as loud. And therefore, that's when they'll do the risk assessment. That's when they'll say, okay, there are going to be a group of people that are going to be saying this, but it's not as loud as we thought it was. So should we take the hit on this particular thing for this particular moment because what we think might be a good thing for the Super Bowl to bring this particular thing or not?
Do you think they focus group artist selection before they pick them?
No.
You think it's just an executive committee? They don't make any assessment of what
this is Rock Nation. This is Rock Nation's taste levels, I believe.
I don't think so. I don't think
you know who makes the risk assessment? NFL when they bring them their choices. Let me say it again.
The NFL will say yes. Okay, good.
Rock Nation makes their creative choices of who they feel.
To my point. Rock Nation submits a list of artists, Chris Brown included.
Sure. I don't think they have so far.
Chris passes the NFL's risk assessment.
But I don't think we're not doing this. I don't think they've submitted him either.
No, I'm just saying generally speaking in terms of the likelihood of him being able to do it. I don't think corporate America, that's what the NFL is. That is corporate America. Bottom line dollars, billionaire America. Mm-hmm. When they run the Chris Brown name through the focus group, I don't think it comes out making them enough money.
So basically, in every field and every
because the Bad Bunny name was worth it. I know the focus group said, "Yo, he speaks Spanish," and then somebody else came and said he's been the #1 streaming artist 5 years in a row.
That was like a hands up, hands down play.
Yeah,
that wasn't one we had to think about. We had to think about all these other ones. They probably had to think about the Kendrick one. They had to think about the Kendrick one about what he's.
I'm not going to give you that because they did have to think about it. 32 NFL owners who do not look like us are going through situations, groupings, parties, running businesses where they're surrounded by the demographic that had the issue with it.
Okay.
So it did matter to them.
Okay.
32 NFL owners had to say, okay, it's fine.
And then somebody said, do you know how much revenue would come in?
Which is why it's fine, but you can't say there's no cost to them.
I didn't say there's no cost.
No, but that's my point. Yeah. I don't think that they make that same argument and the owner say, how much is Chris going to make us? And the number be enough. I think it's just risk.
All I think, I'm not saying that he has the opportunity. Or that
right. Or he's even a shoe in.
If he stayed more clean, removing such a statement that he had and continued on this, I would consider a redemption path. We can ignore it all we want because of the history.
NFL halftime show.
No, even somebody who had a decent series, a decent season, there might be one or two people that give them MVP vote, even though majority of the people. That means a perception from somebody got changed based on someone's.
And I can tell you why that's possible.
And the fact that the Grammys, who was very against him for the longest of time. We all know
shut up. He was iced out.
This is his. You're talking about. Forget football. That's his job. He couldn't go to his jobs award ceremony.
Get awarded.
So the fact that they started to slowly peel back a couple nominations eventually,
then he
wins one. Then you're invited to come after all these years. This only happened in the last 2 years. I'm saying that. All I'm saying is, I agree. I think overall they're going to sit there and be like, hell no. But do I think that there's a point where his name might have just got thrown in? Because I don't think his name's ever been.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I think his name's not even in there at all. But then someone, what about? And then someone goes, well, hell no. Wow, that's the first time you've ever brought him up. Well, you know what I mean? Like, I think his name gets thrown in eventually.
I'll give you another reason why that makes more sense. Because there was actually footage of 2 or 3 Rock Nation employees at Chris Brown's concert recording it. Now, I know to the average person that might not mean much, but we're talking about 3 people that work directly for Jay-Z and whatever Velez or whatever Vasquez at hands-on watching Chris Brown do arguably his largest, which is actually, they recently said, one of the most successful tours of either of in a long time or R&B or of last year, whatever it is. The fact that they have eyes on him means that they're actually looking at him. Now, we don't know what that means. That could be that just 3 workers just going to have a night on the town. Like, we don't know if that has any additional meaning. But what I will say is the 2026 that we are in, we live in a very volatile, we don't know what can happen. And you were talking about all these different risk assessments and being concerned about all these things. But the thing is, it's just so interesting that all of that worrying about this and that and a third matters until you talk about the entity that sits at the top of everything.
I knew you were going to say that. So that's
but without saying it. But I feel like if there was ever a time for that to happen where it's like, where that entity can come in and be like, well, you know, he's made mistakes.
What are we talking about?
The person who sits above the highest seat in the land.
You talking about Trump?
Sure.
Trump not getting involved with Chris Brown.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's not what he's talking about.
It's it's Trump being in that office and
means what?
Means that there is obviously
No.
Anything goes.
No. I can't.
Anything goes.
I can't, in good conscience, let him say.
What
this.
about in bad conscience?
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to know this: if you're the president of the United States,
you can do
Nixon
anything.
said this. It's not against the law. It don't work like that for nobody else. So don't think that Donald Trump is changing the world. You can't do this stuff he's doing. He got to the White House.
America is his world, and
I don't know what this guy's talking about. What you're saying is not true.
Wait, what am I saying, and how is it not true?
Because what are you saying?
Donald Trump posted a video the other day
of Obama
and Michelle Obama.
Well, he
had a press secretary go out there and say it was an excerpt from The Lion King, a film with no orangutans, blood. Okay,
there's no
any CEO in America, if he did that, is already at home.
Yeah,
but not when you're the president of the United States of America. That's all I'm saying. So don't say like Donald Trump will change the world, bro. Everybody else is like,
no.
There's the rules, and then there's Trump.
Yeah, not even presidential rules. Trump rules. Because it's different.
There's president rules, and then there's a Trump.
Trump taking that to the next level.
And there's a Trump card.
Trump is showing us
there's a different
the rules of the presidency, which is
mine's
like Nixon said, when the president does it, it's not illegal.
Right.
He did say that.
But do you understand how? Because he loves cool points. Do you know how cool? You know how? Listen, man. You know that boy. You know he's done some things, and but he is an American. And I believe in the redemption arc story. And he loves to
some people.
He loves to throw niggas bones. Can we at least agree with that?
He's not.
Can he at least agree? This Black History Month, I've decided to let America's sweetheart, America's man.
But to let what? To come in and say, let Chris Brown play for the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Like, they say,
because these are the things, oh my gosh. It's like you guys are not even paying attention. Because these are the little things that they think that will get the Black community riled up and excited. And be like, oh my gosh, like you actually care about us. That's all I'm saying. I mean, obviously it's a stretch, but my point is that
right now,
he's partying, it's okay.
Chris Brown don't even move the needle for this guy. And where's Chris Brown?
But let's not do that because there's
Tallahassee.
But let's not do that in terms of that line that you just said because he's moved he's done things for people that in the hip hop community that
no pull don't even sell number one.
I don't even know why he did that.
No, but this is what I'm saying.
I mean,
what has he done?
Who?
Freed A$AP Rocky, freed NBA Youngboy, freed Kodak Black.
I want you to look at the attorney generals
of those cities.
Brought him it. There was something that he like.
There has to be something.
So you don't think
that wasn't at the street level? That was an AG doing something for something else, bro. He didn't care. There was another deal he was cutting.
Wait, but don't mistaken this for saying that I think he cares.
No. But,
okay.
Chris Brown is not attached to anybody.
Okay.
That would benefit from getting Chris Brown off with anything.
Get him up. You mean getting him to perform? Because you guys keep talking about
letting them forgive a man.
Chris Brown pardons crimes. I don't care who performs on this freaking stage. He don't even like the kickoff. He
doesn't like the kickoff, and he'll continue to bring up the kickoff no matter what other racist stuff you guys talk about. He still gets back to the
kickoff.
Right. So let's talk about J. Cole's album, The Fall Off.
Trash.
No. You're allowed to say whatever you want.
He would never say that.
Wait, why wouldn't he say that?
Because I heard it, and there's no way he would say that.
I loved it.
But why are you putting yourself in his shoes and giving lip to
music?
I know his taste, so I would say there's no way. But he could surprise me. People surprise people all the time.
I liked it a lot.
It was a very, very, very.
I'm gonna say something.
Go ahead.
It's one of the best double disc y'all have ever heard of.
Oh, because that is considered a double disc, right?
Considered. It is.
I know, but I just never saw the disc, so I don't have any reference point to the disc.
It's one of the best, if not up 1, 2, 3 of long
extended
songs.
Plays.
That's long albums
Number
that
one double
say
disc is what in hip hop.
Because now you're gonna have to go. There's 3, right? You're gonna go Speaker Box, Love Below. You're gonna go Biggie, Life After Death, and then you're gonna go Tupac.
What's that one called again?
Is it?
No, it's not Machiavelli.
Which one is it? Me? Is it Me Against the World? Hold on.
It's not Me Against
the World. It's not me.
Yes, wait.
Is it All Eyes on Me? We don't know, guys. Fully.
It is All Eyes on Me. Yes. Don't doubt yourself, Travell.
Okay.
Because those would be the ones, those would be the other ones in contention, right? For double disc.
I gotta go listen to these things again. It's up there.
Biggie's will probably stay where it is
because you know, when anybody that did anything in the past, no one's allowed to.
No. But what I was gonna say is, I feel like All Eyes on Me might take some dips. I think depending on who.
I guess the question is, how many skips are on those to this, and that's why not?
Because like,
why not?
For me, this Cole album's about what mood you're in, and like, you know, like it'll dictate how you embrace certain songs.
See, and I feel like it can put you in a mood that you wasn't in the first place. And you're like, damn, I actually needed to get.
Yeah, I mean, man,
you know what?
J. Cole, Kendrick, they're both like their music is like very caviar-ish. You know, it's.
Oh, you feel like Jake? You felt this album had very much caviar
it felt a
elements?
lot like what was Kendrick's last joint?
GNX?
No, before that.
The Mr. Morale and the Steppers of Large.
It felt Mr. Morales to me.
Really?
An appropriate,
not KOD. KOD didn't feel like
story from segments of his life. Very thematic, like very.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Very like, oh, this is him at 29, and oh, this is him at 39, and oh, this is him and his block and his hood and like his people, and this is really for them. We're getting a window into the life of J. Cole through his eyes.
For his eyes only.
Yeah, he had an album called that.
Yeah, for your eyes only. And but you know what? That the funny part about you saying that is kind of how he's kind of steered his career in that way, where it really, I know everybody says we make music for our fans and whatever, but his fan service really is very different than other. Yeah, it always seems like it's for his core. Right. You know what I mean? Like he zones it and hones in on the core, and it's like, which is why, well, you know, allegedly, like, you know,
as soon as I heard it though, by the way, I just want to say, as soon as I started hearing it, I'm like, this guy not talking about the beef on this joint.
Wait, how many tracks in did you get to that point where you felt like he wasn't going to talk about the beef? Okay, because I guess that would be, so you heard the intro.
I heard him like, oh, he's not.
Like he's not even thinking. Like he's not even.
This is.
But I think that's why he did that thing before, because that kind of alluded to some of that.
Remember, I said I wanted to hear. Remember, I was like, oh, let me see. As soon as I started listening to him, I'm like, no, it's not gonna be that.
But you can tell that these were made already. Like this was album you already was working on this. Man. That's what that mixtape before.
And it was too thematic for him to throw in something.
That mixtape. That's where that is, because that's more current thoughts of. Let me get. You know what I mean?
Of streaming.
This is already. I was already doing a story.
This is my story. Yeah, well, my story.
You guys want me to interrupt my story to
talk about this dumb stuff?
Right. That
doesn't make any sense.
I didn't even battle. That's not part of my story.
Right.
And who knows what I don't want to speak ahead, but who knows what that other project will have on it. Maybe he does that in there.
What other project?
The other project.
The other project that he said.
Yeah, he did say something about it.
He said the other project.
Yeah, what was his exact verbiage though?
Somebody wrote to him and said, yo, how could this be your last album? You put out that, remember you put out this screenshot and it had all the titles and then there was this a boy? And he's like, oh, no, I'm still doing that. I mean, I just don't want to. I didn't want to give you guys too much music at the same time, because there's the mixtape one I did with the drum, and then I had this, so I didn't want to just. Yeah, I'm still gonna do it. So you're still doing it. So therefore, this is not the last project.
It was a beautiful standalone. That's all.
It's just not stand. Yeah,
I just encourage you, if you like hip hop, you like hip hop music.
If you like you like
storytelling.
If you like good music, I'm gonna say that.
Well,
I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna what?
You're not going to limit it to just
listen if you like hip hop. I think if you like music, and you want to listen to something that you're like, I like music. There's actually people out there who enjoy music.
You know, you have to like J. Cole's music. It can't listen to you. You got to listen to it. You know, some people just put stuff on, they could just go about their life. You'd be doing J. Cole such a disservice. If
he's commanding your attention in that way.
Yeah, you got to take the time. It's an hour and 40 minutes of your time.
I know.
But I recommend you turn on the fireplace, pour a glass of wine and let it go.
I don't know, but I don't want to scare some people off. You can do some things listening to that album, bro. Like you can go clean, put on that album. I think you'll miss stuff. You can go dry, but guess what? Some of the greatest. You go to the gym, listen to it. It will be like a good movie or a good TV show. You know what I do when I'm watching a show that I'm like, oh wait, I can't believe what just happened.
Rewind it.
I rewind it. That's the way we live.
Or listen to it again, or just consume it again.
Or listen to it again. I'm like, wait, I missed that. I missed that.
I do believe in multiple listens from different.
I'm just saying you don't have to have a date set for yourself to go sit down and listen to that album if you're a busy guy, because that's what happens to some people. They're like, oh shit,
you better fucking believe it.
There's 40 songs. I don't have time. I'm not gonna listen to it. It's like,
absolutely.
Well,
it's yeah.
I encourage, even when I give my dad a dope show to watch, he's like, oh, I don't have time all night. I'm like, Dad, there's 10 episodes. Who the heck said to watch all 10 episodes today?
Yeah, you don't have
watch one. If you don't finish it, press pause, continue it tomorrow.
If you're not finished,
simple.
Yeah. And you know, the other thing from a production standpoint, you know, as I'm a DJ, it's so interesting hearing all the people
that said that the beats are not good.
No. Oh, well, yes. J. Cole produced a lot of it, but there was a lot of other producers on it. But what I was saying is
the
that
people that said there were no features,
or the people that were saying no features, because they do the thing that artists doing now where it doesn't show the features right away. But there's a lot of the Toronto, Drake, OVO coded producers on this thing. One, T Minus, who obviously was a main,
this is guy,
who is now J. Cole's guy, but was a mainstay in Drake's formidable years in the career. Vinyls as well. Boy Wonder is on there. A lot of the other secondary and third guys are all over this, which is so interesting because when I look at, because let's be honest, the big three, they've used all those producers that have come up under the OVO regime from the production, because that's really what the Americans, you know, love from us is the producers.
But Toronto has no sound.
Well, exactly. Let them tell it, and they're excluding me in it for now until later on. But
end of the year.
What I will say is that it's so interesting because Kendrick benefited from those producers as well, but we know that he won't be able to dip back in that pool. But J. Cole will be able to, like, it work, because I know that remember, the industry is small, right? So if you have all these producers that work with one artist and you have another person where you're not really sure where they are mentally, it's like you're making that conscious decision that I'm working with this person. But the fact that he's able to have all those people, and then Kendrick isn't able, he's not going to have those people, so his sound is going to be very different, which the irony of GNX kind of being a very LA sound kind of lets you know, okay, like I can't rely on these people that are just great. Like I have to hone in on something. I just thought that was very interesting because I'm looking through the track listing and I'm like, Vinyls, T Minus, Boy Wonder, Jahan, like all these different people that help build these sounds, and they're on this. Even I know Future. I don't know what their relationship is, but Future on it a couple of times, getting Future to do those things that which really lets you know that Future is in a league of his own when it comes to this shit. I sometimes when I listen to artists, I can see where they can creatively tap out, and I don't see that with Future. Like every time I feel like
you always say this, that Future's rapping like the renters do. I mean, but we know that.
No, Future's but I mean, he just but rapping, but he'll find new ways to do things where he hasn't really done it that way at that point. So that's why I think it's interesting that he finds like Future finds that way.
Reinventing himself,
but in small ways, like slight ways.
He keeps what he does fresh. We're not gonna.
That's what I think it is.
He keeps what he does.
Because some people do what he does, and it just it's the Dungeon Family
shit. You want to listen to it again.
Yeah, or at least be like, oh, he's actually trying something else.
It doesn't seem tired. It doesn't seem forced. It doesn't.
I don't see the ceiling per se.
Like, man, here, like you know what I mean? It's just like.
Yeah. So I just think that's dope.
No, look, I'm
here. Go, keep talking.
I was overjoyed that the project came out, that it did well. Because for me, I think.
Wait, for me, what song is that from?
How often could it be that people had so much expectation for something, they built it up so much,
yeah,
and it delivered.
Listen,
I haven't heard people be mad about this, And again,
wait, what?
Wait, start. Wait, yeah.
I haven't heard people mad about this album.
Oh no, but you said you haven't heard what?
I haven't heard people be mad about this.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about like albums, like people like living up to an expectation.
It was such a build up for the fall off. I've been hearing about this thing for years.
People are mad at it,
and he dropped it, and I didn't hear.
Wait,
that.
people, J. Cole fans are mad about it?
Yeah, well, not J. Cole fans.
Exactly, that's my point.
That I don't know exists.
I'm just letting. Listen. When we say, anytime we say, "Yo, people are mad at something," I always just like to ask, who those people? If Cole people are mad at this, then we got to talk about it. Then we should have a conversation. People who don't like Cole. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
this is going back to my whole point. When someone says something says something's not good because they just don't like the person or they don't like what they do, that doesn't mean it's not good. It means you don't like it.
Yeah.
Not that it's not good. So I saw this section of people that said it's trash or whatever.
Trash?
Yes.
That the beats are boring. Yes. That he's mundane.
Not saying nothing.
He's not saying nothing. It's the same tone and stuff. But then I would look at some of the things and it'll be an OVO thing in the logo on their bio, or it'll be a LA something. Like there's always like something there that tells me, oh, okay, so this person's not gonna be like just fair. They're not going to give a fair assessment of why you don't like it. I want to see a Cole fan say I don't like it.
I really thought J. Cole was like
the unifier.
All the rappers, the least problematic guy.
He was
until certain things. Before this, a couple of things. That's not the only thing.
I know that people. Even I was mad about the whole apology thing, but I thought that aged better as time went on because the battle ended up being a bloodbath. In terms of how, when I say bloodbath, you guys don't know how I feel.
We know what you mean.
In terms of how society views that battle, they view it as Kendrick came up with a hatchet and started cutting guys' heads off.
They viewed it as...
So I thought it aged well for Cole to say, I don't even really have a problem with this guy, so I don't want to fight him. And then the world to say, yeah, because Kendrick looks like he takes heads off when he fights.
Right.
So I don't think it even aged badly, him saying, I don't want
No, it didn't age badly for him. Because he brought good music.
Yeah. It's just so interesting because it's the Kendrick fans and the Drake fans that both hate Cole. That's where the hate, like, it's not coming from one side more than the other. Like, they all have their reasons.
And he likes both of them.
And he likes both of them.
And I feel like neither of them are talking to him right now.
And I don't think any of them are talking to him.
I don't think they are, which makes it even funnier. So it's just
you know bad J. Cole, between the three of them now, looking at it, J. Cole might have just been the nice guy. And they're like, what you not ride with a nigga?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to go. You know what it reminds me of? J. Cole is Derek from Save the Last Dance. He didn't want to do the drive-by. And he came and he went to Malachi and he said, Malachi, come, I'll go with you. Let's go home. And he goes, I'm not coming with you, college boy. You know what I'm saying? That is who J. Cole is to me. I feel like J. Cole was just the one who pulled up and said, guys, we ain't got to ride on this, bro. Like,
but you know what? He didn't do, then you know what? But see, this is why I agree with Maul now. This is why I agree with Maul for him wanting to hear his explanation because I want to know if J. Cole attempted that.
Wait, Maul is right about that.
He better go do that camera interview.
And that's what I was going to bring up. Remember, because there's that section now of people who are like, he wasn't he's not a man of his word to Cameron, or if Cameron lying, or what's this, like, what's going on? And
because let's be honest,
why would Cameron lie?
The Cameron thing, I think what's happening is that Cameron got impatient, which I understand why, because Cameron did work for him that cost money, and Cameron's like, yo, this guy's shifting me. But I do really think Cole, look how long this album took to come out. I do really believe Cole saying, damn, bro, that just came out. You sued me already. I didn't even have a chance to tell you when I was going to come to you.
Yeah.
But now they're saying that
I'm not doing your interview now that you sued me.
But that's not even that. First of all, why would he? Is that what? No, I don't think they feel like they owe him anything. I think they said that he doesn't owe him anything.
That's what Cole
that's what the lawyers are saying.
No, but lawyers are a lawyer.
Yeah, but saying that they want it dismissed. Even in business, they want it dismissed with.
Once I get my lawyer involved, he's not. I'll negotiate. So I'm literally going through this right now.
Yeah.
There's business, whatever.
Yeah.
When I'm negotiating with you and being like, yo, bro, we could. That's me.
Yeah, but
you see the moment I gotta go pay this guy's retainer and say, "Yo, go get him."
You're gonna get the most rigorous.
It's not to me no more. It's up to him now. You're not dealing with me.
You're not dealing with Mr. Nice Guy. You're dealing with the corporate guys. But I just feel like for who Cole is and who they're, whatever the camaraderie was or wasn't, I feel like if Cole was the guy that slapped Diddy, right? He slapped Diddy on behalf of men's. Like, Cole will do what he needs to do. So did he really hone in and really do what he needed to do to meet?
On behalf of his man's though? His
Wait, it wasn't. It's on behalf of. Wait, wasn't it on behalf of Kendrick or Drake? It was.
No, I think it was about Kendrick.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it was about Kendrick. It wasn't about Drake. It's either about Kendrick or his mans.
Yeah.
Either these guys.
So that's why it's so interesting.
We don't know what happened.
I know.
But none of them are talking about it.
And they're not talking about it.
And they all put up music. They're all rappity rap guys. Drake been on different records. What did I miss? If they wanted to talk about it, we would have had it by now. They don't
Drake will. He will on this album.
You think he's gonna do it on Iceman?
I think he will. He will at least tease. He has to.
Yo, when is it coming, bro? It's Iceman and the ice is almost gone.
The drinks is here, so I feel like it's around the corner.
Why pause? When is it coming is not a pause.
No, I think you said him.
I said, yo, when is it coming?
Oh, you didn't say when is he coming?
I thought you said when is he coming?
Okay, but even when is he coming is not a pause.
But you don't need, yes it is, and you don't need to say that. You can say, that's the point.
I did say it though.
Okay, so good.
But
that's fair. Yeah. But
don't we need the ice for Iceman? Don't it need to be cold somewhere?
No, it is cold somewhere. It's cold somewhere every year.
Oh,
all
wait
year.
a minute. It's coming tomorrow. The next snowfall. Yo, that weekend when it was like -35. That's when
dropped it.
That's
why does it have to be based on the weather only here?
Drizzy could drop Iceman in June.
Yes.
Real talk.
Yes,
you can.
All right.
What if he changes the title?
Wait, do you need ice? Do you need ice in your drinks?
Oh, that was good. That's good.
In the summertime?
Yeah, that's funny.
What's that Jay-Z song? The second half of the record. He said, "It's about to get hot." What did he say? Was it somewhere like it's about to get hot? Like, what if he just was like, "Yo, you know what?
Right?
Y'all,
it's the ice, man.
Y'all assume, I'm cooling this. I'm
cooling it off.
I'm cooling it all.
You know
I'm bringing
what?
nothing but hits.
Spring. It's coming on spring. That's my final thing. There was some other albums as well. I mean, not many, but a couple. Did anyone hear the Don Toliver one? No. Okay, that was.
But I heard a couple two songs. And
listen.
He don't miss.
I was stuck listening to the soundtrack for Wuthering Heights, produced by Charli XCX.
Oh wait, she did a soundtrack for something.
What's the movie?
Wuthering Heights.
That's a movie or
It was crazy. I've said this to like 7 people.
You told me to watch it, and we're like,
no. Just generally speaking, nobody's read Wuthering Heights, huh?
Oh, the book?
Yeah, it's like because I was as an actor.
I know Wuthering Heights. I mean, it sounds familiar, but I can't put a pin to it.
It's like this old. It's from the 1800s, but it's like this love story. These toxic young people.
Is it on
Netflix?
No.
But she did. Hold on, but she did the soundtrack for it. Though?
Yeah, because they did like this modernized take of Wuthering Heights, starring Margot Robbie, and then she. I know. That's why I don't know why you don't know what I'm talking about. I feel like you.
It just came out, right?
Came out for Valentine's Day.
Oh, I gotta go see.
That's you know what, and it says it's gonna reach #1 on the album. I'm gonna go check.
Favorite
Margot.
Yeah, Margot's like
you'll like Margot.
Yeah, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna listen to this
50
album.
Shades of Grey meets Romeo and Juliet.
And who's the guy in it?
Jacob Elordi, Frankenstein.
Oh, it's him, that fucker.
So
wait, and he's in Night Manager too, isn't he?
No.
The second season, no?
No.
100%?
Yeah.
So someone looks like him that's in it?
Yeah.
Who is that guy?
Diego Calva. You're talking about the Colombian guy.
Yeah,
I don't think he's Colombian, Spanish, but yeah, him.
Yeah, or Brazil.
So that guy's not Spanish either?
Jacob Elordi?
He's white guy?
Jacob Elordi's from Australia.
Okay, so
he might.
Okay, well he's an ethnic.
So no one heard Octane, right?
No.
So no, I'm not going to talk much about it. But I will say,
I heard a couple songs and they're fire. I've never heard anything of him that doesn't sound good.
Can I say this?
Have you?
No, I haven't. He is in the lane of Gunna when you talk about effectively
like
producing at a high clip of record and it not being like he doesn't have a lot of like categorical misses where you're like, oh my god, this is not dope. He knows his voice, he knows the production to use. Yeah, just like who?
I'll keep it to myself.
No, like who?
No, y'all know who I'm talking about.
No, I don't know who you're talking about.
That's it.
What?
Yep. Continue.
Okay. Like he's so good at what he does. This Yeet feature that he has on here, he made Yeet sound. Because sometimes his beats are not, the most, pleasing, melodic, but bro, and the song with Rema.
I'll listen to it.
The song with Travis Scott, the Sa Baby one, some of the ones by himself.
Baby, I like Sa Baby.
It was really, and you know what I was gonna say?
He's a good salesman, isn't he?
Who?
You.
No, but who cares about? Who cares about the salesmanship?
He's like, damn, I gotta.
Yeah, you sold
because
he's
I wasn't sold before. I am now.
The interesting point to note, I will say, is he's one of the headliners of Rolling Loud, and part of the discourse right now is
the only one that's in America.
Yeah, part of the discourse now is that there is no hip hop superstars that are even headlining, and that's kind of a reflection of where the music game is. But to be honest with you, he makes such great music and he charts and sells so well, which, remember, he signed under Travis Scott, which is really, if you go further, that's Kanye West or Ye/T.I., depending on how you look at it.
Or you ask.
Right, because they had that weird deal where he was kind of where Travis kind of had his deal under Grand Hustle and Good Music. It was like this weird. I think he eventually went under Good Music. But what I was gonna say is that there's not a lot of people, like, we have to really congratulate the artists who are able to birth other artists, and then their artists are able to birth other artists who do well commercially. Because it's one thing to be a talented artist that an artist puts on, but to then go into the field and make a career for yourself, that is a big feat that not a lot of people do. Like, there's a lot of these houses that the 2000s built and the early 2010s where, you know, they had a lot of main second tier artists, and then they either their careers flopped or whatever, and so they couldn't really give birth to another artist. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of artists that will never know who they would have put on because they were never really put on in the way that they probably wished that they could. You know what I mean? Like, I still look at okay. So like I look so for T.I., for example, even though T.I., you know, I quantify he could be a part of that same tree, right? I quantified that T.I. could be a part of that same tree, but for argument's sake, let's say he's not. Don Toliver is probably having
You're giving Don Toliver T.I.'s
No.
What are you doing?
Don Toliver is having a more fruitful career than Young Dro.
So like, that's surprising to you? Like, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
Yes.
Wait, no, why?
Because the more an artist gets put on by another artist, they get this complex where they feel like they're the most important thing, and they don't have the.
That's not. Forever.
Excuse me. Wait.
What do you mean it's recent?
What's not forever? Please explain your position before you look.
Are
over
you about to name
there.
5 artists that have artists that are that were killing it and they also killing it too?
Exactly. Because if you're not about to do that,
that's a recent thing.
You're asking me if. So no, don't change the context of the argument.
That's what I heard.
No, but how? I didn't even use the
you
the
just
number
said
5. I never used the number 5.
No, I brought 5.
I brought 5. So you did change it.
I didn't change it. I added to it. I added to it.
So it is not brand new for an artist to heavily promote other artists, and they go on and do well.
Wait,
heavily promote or be signed to and be directly involved in their career.
Directly involved with career,
different.
And they're popping. And they're popping.
Yeah.
No. And that artist is popping.
It's not a brand new.
Okay, so no, but he did say brand new. He said it's not often.
There's so many failed attempts at this. Ludacris, for example.
But that's because Ludacris stopped making music. He started making Fast and Furious movies.
No. But I'm talking about the offspring. The offspring that he birthed. Shauna, I-20. Chingy, we saw what happened. Chingy was the one that was really going the distance, but then it's like, okay, then it's like Chingy would have to produce somebody else. That would be the direct comparison. Where is the artist that Chingy brought up? But then Chingy be like, I didn't do that because my career was fucked.
Kanye West?
Oh no.
Well, it's from the whole tree. But this argument,
Rihanna?
But this argument,
I'm asking a question.
He signed her to Def Jam, and that wasn't really his imprint. But you could say,
yes, he birthed Rihanna.
But you're talking about. But Don Toliver, hold on. Hey, trying to wrap this hat. We are talking about the artist that Don Toliver's from the tree of. So your argument is not doesn't do anything. It's very rare.
Nigga, we out here talking about Young Dro, like, I'm trying to, like,
I'm cleaning this bitch, and I'm finna show deleting this bitch. So what? So what? Pussy ass nigga. You talking about? Like, what the fuck these nigga talking about? That's what I'm saying. Young Dro. No, but you know who else? You know who else needs B.O.B. deserve more.
B.O.B. lost his mind.
That's why?
B.O.B. B.O.B. had a hard time because after he had those commercial successes, then if you listen to the music he made after, he never resonated again and he started to go crazy.
So something happened first before he went crazy. I didn't know that.
This is news to me. You're putting me on.
B.O.B. had a really hard time. Because remember when he came out, it was so incredible.
And nothing on you, baby.
Yo, all he's saying is new.
That's right, defend your brother.
No, it's just it's not often.
Yeah.
When someone is very hot in the streets
from this, and also from this particular artistry, has to be these guys.
No, it doesn't.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying that's one great example. Travis Scott and Don Toliver.
Who did DMX put on?
Both popping. See what?
Look at him dissing. Look at him dissing one of the greatest.
And that's one of my
artists
favorite
of all time.
rappers. You fucking bitch.
And DMX was
Dragon tried,
but that's not who we're talking about.
Dragon tried, and he couldn't break through. My point is that people try, and it doesn't always work. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's all he said. He just needs at a big level. Everyone has artists, but he's talking
Travis Scott.
Okay.
No.
Well done.
We're moving on. Okay. So Brent Faiyaz,
Wiz Khalifa, Ty Dolla $ign.
Oh my
and
God,
guess what?
Wiz Khalifa is part of the Ty Dolla $ign
and guess
tree.
what? And guess what, bitch? Ty Dolla $ign, Leon Thomas. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but the problem is that you're proving his point that it happens a lot.
Yeah,
so that's the problem.
No, that's a 3-1. Give me a 3-1 right now.
Yeah, because
give me a 3-1 right now, nigga. Give me a Steph Curry right now.
I still give Drake credit for the weekend.
Well, that one. Well, look. Here's the problem with that.
That's what I said.
No, but here's the problem with that. Because I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I don't want to speak.
Okay, so Drake did weekend. Okay, what we can do?
I still get, huh?
So what's the weekend? Because I said give me the 3.
Oh, okay. So the following tree.
He changed the argument.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
No, we're talking about.
Okay, Birdman, Wayne, Drake.
Yo, it's not often, yo. What are we talking about?
Drake.
It's not often.
Birdman,
we gotta stop.
Yo.
Sorry, I'm gonna finish. Birdman, Wayne, Drake.
No. Birdman is not a fucking artist. Shut the front door.
Birdman was never an artist?
Oh no! See how we did that? See how you changed the argument?
Birdman
was never an artist. It was never.
You know what's being said.
He was never an artist.
It is.
No one stand.
You know who else is an artist? Keith fucking Sutherland. What do you want? So just because you go in a booth and record something,
I thought he was joking at first.
Just because you go in a booth and now we're gonna say whoever goes in the booth is an artist. Well, and he's an artist because he's toured.
Yeah, I'm crying.
And I love Keith Sutherland.
Birdman. Wayne.
No,
he was a businessman and started doing some rap. Let's not do this. I'm enough.
And Yo Gotti is also not in this category either because when you're just a label head and that's predominantly you're an executive. I don't consider him. Okay, then who's the artist that Yo Gotti signed that is now birthed another artist? Then so did Glorilla birth another artist? Did Black Youngsta?
Why are you arguing something that no one's arguing, bro?
Yeah,
bro, I'm not arguing.
He just said it's not as often. I don't know where
we are right now.
No, he just said it's not often. It should be praised when it comes out. It's not often. Someone's really low and has a really popping artist. It's really hard when it's a super popping guy bringing another super popping guy, and they're both super popping at the same time.
Travis Scott is still hot in the game.
It's just not as often as you may think.
Travis Scott is not cooled off. Do you understand?
Of course it's happened.
You're right.
Travis Scott is not cooled up. Like, okay, perfect example.
You guys are right.
Perfect example. No, Kendrick Lamar now with Baby Keem, who he just announced, which by the time this comes out, I think his album's going to be out now, Boom Man or whatever. Yeah. If Baby Keem now, if his star power goes big after this album.
That's the potential. That's the one right there.
Then that will be a TDE pass Kendrick the baton, and then Kendrick actually passed it to someone who actually went on and did something.
And stayed popping as well. Not taking a break, sitting down.
Baby Keem popping? Is that what we're doing right now?
Sorry?
He said if.
Because there's an argument online right now.
He's saying set up.
There's an argument right now about Kendrick Lamar, Baby Keem, and J. Cole, JID.
What's the argument?
Wait, what's the argument?
I
wasn't there. I'm asking too.
Him rolling his head back.
Your internet feed is infuriating.
I just want to know I just want to know. I didn't hear it.
Well, they're trying to
make sure we don't run out of time before we get to T.I. and Lil Wayne. You know.
No, I know. But that was the pipeline. But that was the pipeline to it. No, but it's no. We're gonna talk about it. But anyway, to round off that point,
it's just not as often as we think. That's all.
Wait, what's not as often as you think?
What you brought up?
This guy asked me is like 7 artists deep, 9 artists deep.
No, it's just people struggle with their own superstardom and don't know how to foster another artist while they're dealing with their own career. It's very difficult. It fails a lot. A lot of these artists labeled. Big Sean's finally famous. He had a label set up for other artists and nothing ever happened with it because his deal was messed up. So it's like you almost have to have a perfect storm to be able to put other people on, and a lot of people don't get that because the person who put them on put them in a fucked up deal. So it's like someone has to break the cycle for something to go right for them to even feel like giving another person the shine. That's really all the point was. But let's go to that.
Ross Meek Mill.
Yeah. And then who did Meek Mill? Put on?
Unfortunately, he died.
Oh,
the kid.
Yeah, but then he young Snoop.
Snoop.
And then who did Wale put on? Because Wale was also a descendant. Well, technically it's Mark Ronson,
but the Blue Moon over the
the label. Yeah.
I thought
it doesn't always work.
I thought Wale had a hard time with his career. I mean, we're making it
but that's the point. I think the more difficult you had it with your career.
Travis Scott to Don Toliver isn't 3.
But he said Travis Scott is from
Kanye West.
Travis Scott's not from.
Okay, I'm not doing this.
Yo,
I'm just
ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, whatever.
This episode
was he popping without Kanye?
Travis Scott was in the writing rooms for old Kanye West albums.
Was he popping?
No, that okay.
Of course.
I said that okay.
Yeah, he's okay. Trust me.
I said that okay.
Yeah, he's okay. Trust me, it's okay.
Then okay.
Yeah, he's okay.
But okay, before we get to that thing that you're gonna say,
a lot of writing rooms. We're just gonna connect them to these niggas now. Make them.
Especially if they're on the paperwork.
Kanye West couldn't launch 3 artists in a row. People said the label was crazy. We're gonna give Kanye West credit for Travis Scott.
Wait, Kanye. You know what? Kanye launched a lot of people. We're not
gonna do this. Kanye launched people.
You mentioned John Legend earlier.
Underestimate John Legend. Stop this.
Absolutely.
I'm not under. I was the one making. You know what? Y'all got it.
Who else is on good music?
Well, Big Sean. Big Sean got big, but
Big Sean from Kanye. We're not going to pretend.
Yes, but then
Pusha T's solo career. Kanye. That's what I'm saying.
Right, but
rejuvenation of Common. We're going to put that there too. We're giving him these things. You guys don't want to do it. Psy had a Prince. Like, what do you want?
But Kanye is an outlier. You know what? I think I found out what the thread is before we close this. I think you kind of have to be a producer as well. Like, I think you have to have enough producer brain to where you can turn off your artistry to allow for the other things to flourish. Because Travis Scott is a producer categorically. Ye is a producer. Jay was an executive, so that's kind of.
If we're doing executive, then okay.
Yeah, but he was an artist first.
No.
Right? So that's why I maybe there has to be a bit of that. If you're just a pure MC or whatever, maybe that's where the difficulty is. Maybe that's where it is. But I wanted to talk about Brent Faiyaz, but forget about that. Let's talk about T.I.
Shout out Brent Faiyaz.
No, I wanted to, but let's give this a little bit of time because this was an important one.
He dropped an album, right?
He did. I did want to talk about it a bit.
No, I didn't listen to the album. I heard.
Did anybody listen to it?
I heard a couple records and I liked them and I liked the video.
Let me tell you something about Brent Faiyaz. Brent Faiyaz did something that album we asked R&B artists to do,
and they don't do
episodes ago, and we never really heard that anybody was doing it.
Oh, which is
bringing somebody in to the executive producer slot who has been through the ringer in the music industry. Exactly, but for this case, it wasn't Babyface. He brought Raphael Sadiq as the executive producer.
That's how you should be here.
I got.
So, do you understand what I'm saying? He did something. He and guess what?
The full thing.
He received flack for this album. Do you know why he received flack for this album?
No, everyone receives flack. But give me the reason why they gave him flack for this one. That it's not like Brent Faiyaz.
Because he was trying new things.
Oh yeah, see,
because he was singing in ranges that he otherwise doesn't sing in. Because he was talking about more happier subject matter and maturing outside of the toxic
so he's happy
perspective that he usually predominantly builds from. And that is my problem with fans. You do not allow these artists to experiment because, okay, fine. Maybe you felt like this album was a complete stretch. Let's just play devil's advocate. Let's say it's not a complete stretch from his artistry, but let's say some songs are very ambitious. But who's to say that now that he's done that, he cannot incorporate that into what he usually does and makes that thing that you've known him to do even better because he's experimented. You cannot live in a fucking box creatively, especially when you've tapped out, especially when you start to look and listen to other people, and because a lot of these guys are producing their stuff themselves, they're executive producing themselves, just them and their boys. He brought somebody in. He also brought Chad Hugo in. He brought a lot of other A-list producers that he has not worked with in the past. And you need these people, these legacy artists and these legacy producers and writers and stuff to come in, even if it's just to show you something that you never knew before. Like, it's a natural part of music.
What artist has ever put out an album that's 360 from what they do, what they've whatever the news is, the newsworthy part, where it's either they're switching genre for the next album, they're going a whole producer the next album, they're going a whole new cast of features on the next album, different from what they usually do. They put this album out, and there wasn't heavy criticism about them experimenting or changing or whatever. Is there any album that someone did a 360 and everyone was like, yo, this was fire right away? Because
would Bad be considered a 360 for Michael Jackson compared to
I'm talking about hip hop and R&B, but I mean, well, I guess sure. Was there?
But
I don't know.
It's also but it's also Michael Jackson. So
I don't know if there was. I don't know those times.
But it also lost some awards, right? Like it was supposed to win awards.
You said Change Up and didn't get flack, yeah?
Yeah, they were just like they just loved it. They just loved it went 360. Like an artist went gospel the next album, and everyone just loved it. Someone went completely electronic the next album, and everybody just loved it. And it wasn't like the fans saying, "Yo, why you change on us?"
This is not what we. And Heartbreaks received.
They were criticism, heavy criticism.
They hated the 808s. They hated the Heartbreak. They hated the auto tune.
They hated it.
But then we see how it was looked at later.
Yeah.
How was American Gangster looked at? Jay-Z's.
But that's a concept album.
Okay, all right.
I feel like he got off. I think he got off scot-free
because it's a movie.
But they hated Blue Magic, and they also weren't too fond of. And I know,
which is an amazing song.
I know, which is weird. People listen.
The concept of that music is incredible.
We have weird.
Okay.
But I just
I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, think about it. If there's one where you're like, wait a second,
Justin Timberlake's solo career. From the pop to when he took all the beats that Michael Jackson said no to.
It's so funny because I just watched a video like recently about that. Yeah,
Pharrell being like, "Yo, all this was for Michael." And he goes,
"Yo,
everything was.
I want what you're giving Nori."
Yeah, well, yo, what is this?
What is this? I want that stuff you giving that dude Nori.
Yeah, why you keep giving that to Nori? What about me?
Imagine Nori blocking the MJ records.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, he would have killed. Yo,
he probably would have killed.
Yo,
but he would have also killed the Justin beats, bro.
I know.
Like he would have played with those.
I know, but that's the thing. People don't like to be produced sometimes.
Wait, was that on that album?
Like I Love You.
That's on the album. Michael Jackson, that was literally for you
for the whole record. So that's what I'm saying. Did Justin get backlash for going from a pop record to like a black artist?
I know, but that's a valid question because here's the thing: when he hooks up with Neptunes, they're also piping hot at that time. So maybe.
But didn't they get backlash when NSYNC started? Not backlash, but
started singing more black.
When they started singing black together, anyway, like singing like.
Did NSYNC ever do that?
What?
NSYNC sang. What did they do? Sorry.
When they started singing the black music
together. Yeah, like
NSYNC did. Yes, the one that was on the one that was on BT every time. Everyone's like.
Boyfriend or whatever.
No, the other one, the slow one. Not just that one. No, that one. The other one. Is it gone?
I think I know. Yeah,
it gone?
You might be.
Yeah. And they were doing. Yeah, they're like,
they're in the rain.
You know what? I know
was that black and white? Was that black and white?
I'm looking at a black and white in my head. You know what? If that's what happened,
I think that's what it was.
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
If that's the case,
like, yo, what is?
So you know what that means? That shows you that they kind of dealt with that early and got that out the way, so that by the time he did his R&B shit, it was like,
I guess he's doing.
He was already showing us that he is one of them niggas.
All right, then. So who else is there?
I don't know, man. That's what I'm trying to say. I feel like everyone has something to say, something to complain.
You'd have to go old, like when Bruce Springsteen went folk.
I heard people complain about Summer's new album because they're like, it's too like hip hoppy of it, and not the. You know what I mean? Like she's going more into that bag. Like, like people.
But before we go to the T.I. thing and whatever, but I will say though, I think now we'll maybe for homework or whatever, but that there's something to be said about the 70s, because you know how the transition from the 70s to the 80s, the introduction of the synthesizers, everything turning digital. I think everybody that kind of went the digital route after the 70s, I think they all got flagged. Like, because now I'm thinking about it, I think even Isley Brothers and stuff like that, when they started getting digital, before they got to Between the Sheets and shit, the stuff before then, I think they were getting flack for like turning digital. They were hating that they're like, because you're using computers and shit.
The last one I'll throw out, we'll all do this homework. Did Michael get flack for the jam stuff when he was doing like the
beatboxing and I
did get killed for that.
But here's the thing though.
I mean, he was
the reason why
he was getting.
But I think the reason why it wasn't as loud is because he had a younger audience that was into the hip hop shit already. Okay. So I think that's how he got away with it.
Because is that where all I want to say is they don't really care about. Oh, that's
is that the storybook?
Is that after? That's not in that one.
Let me see.
I'm just.
They don't care about it. It's the storybook album. Yeah, the past, present, book one or whatever. Yeah. But I think is Jam on that album?
Didn't he do the Jam before that?
Let's see.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
But I just feel like,
but Jam is the what's that music called again? That Teddy Riley came up with.
New
Jack Swing.
Yeah, New Jack Swing. Yeah,
right,
Jam is Teddy Riley. Yes, there you go.
That was before. Yeah, well, he wanted hip hop beats.
And
this is all Teddy Riley. This is him.
Wow, it's also Remember the Time.
Yes.
It's black or white.
There you go. Yes.
Can't wait to watch this movie.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. Right? Heal the World.
Good album.
I don't know what
this is 1991.
You guys want to talk? Like, number one.
He never peaked.
Can I say one random thing to people online?
And then 95 is where,
Okay.
Wait. Can I just say one random thing to the people online?
95 is Billie Jean, The Way You Make Me.
Yeah.
What?
Well, no. That's the
remaster.
That's the yes. No. 95 would be is that the storybook album?
Yeah,
I think it is.
It's got to be the storybook.
His story.
The history.
Some of the future.
Ooh, that was
so
good.
he had some
So
new
he did
stuff.
have some old records on there.
Yes.
But he had new ones, mixing it up.
Yeah.
So Rock With You.
Yeah. Let's see. Because what?
Maybe
Stranger in Moscow. Earth Song.
Yeah.
You Were Not Alone. That's where he gets with Arkells and whatnot. The Arkells. Yeah, and the Free Willy songs and yeah.
All right,
but so let's what you
nobody's Michael Jackson famous. Stop doing that online. Yo, this person.
Yo, they need to stop doing that. Even with the Chris Brown thing,
Michael Jackson.
They're like, he's a new. Chris Brown is a new Michael Jackson. Chris Brown is the Chris Brown. Stop taking away his legacy.
No, it's fine.
No, it's annoying.
T.I. and
just saying.
So
what's the beef? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
It's not a beef.
I mean, what's the battle?
The discourse? Okay, so
the discourse online is
we first did our 50 Cent versus DMX short that was going viral, right? And I think after that we started seeing people start bringing 50 in a lot of these conversations. 50's name was brought up again against T.I.
Yeah, I heard that.
Right?
One.
And there was a back and forth. T.I. is trying to bring him out to play. 50 just instead posted videos of his snitching videos as a rebuttal. Like, okay, but 50, can you beat him in the verses or not? Like, stop doing that. But anyway, so after that kind of died down, then they started like, well, maybe we should keep this, Southern, right? That was kind of the sentiment. It's like, and then from there, the conversation got to, because people were like, wait, you guys talking about Wayne? Yes. People were starting to underestimate how great of an album maker T.I. and hit maker that he is, right? No, I appreciate that because Trevor just look at me and be like, yo, no, fuck that nigga, man. We don't give a fuck. You ain't get the side view. But you know what?
It's on your side.
I'm not looking at him.
I know.
But you were.
I didn't see it.
Okay, that's all you have to say. But don't say I wasn't looking.
No,
because you were looking.
My first answer was I didn't see it.
No, but then you changed it and said I wasn't looking.
Yes.
I said I didn't see it. You said, but it's on your side. Then I said I wasn't looking.
You know who's on your side? Nationwide.
Then he said something else. And I said, but I didn't see it.
But can you name 3 in a row?
Okay, so listen. So peep this. So people are like, yo, you guys have really started underestimating T.I. because you're putting him against Ludacris, which even though I love Ludacris, T.I. probably gets him out of here. But then they're thinking, yo, T.I. is really one of the best, and you guys need to stop playing with him. And then like, so, yo, Wayne, can Wayne really and truly beat T.I. in a versus? Like,
that's what the question is.
Because remember, versus is not come and play me every single song you've ever done in the history of your life.
No mixtapes, Lil Wayne doesn't have a chance. That's my point.
And that's chopping a pretty big, considerable block. If we're being completely honest,
mixtapes, he does not have a prayer's chance in hell. He doesn't have a spit's chance in hell.
But you know what? Even though what you're saying,
I think that helps him to not have those options.
It is go through those. Yes, because you know what?
Yo, it does. It really does, yo. Yo, too much records is harder to pick.
It is.
So if you told him to remove those, then he could like really hone into like the bangers. The bangers that are on his albums. Yes. I think that would help him. I think having too much.
I'm being euphemistic. It's not that he doesn't have a spit chance.
No, I know what you mean.
He's not gonna pick.
I think he'll lose though.
Yeah, he won't. Right. He won't pick the ones that he needs to pick to go against his T.I.
And the problem is that when he
has a couple like no doubters though, but
I told all of them have some no doubters.
Yeah.
We've watched Verzuz. We see how this plays out.
When I say no doubters, I mean like there's nothing for Lollipop in T.I.'s entire catalog. I don't think.
Whatever you like.
I don't know. Yeah, well, don't say.
But it might not work. No. But it could go against it.
Wait. Hold on.
They'll play that song.
Oh no. Okay.
What?
There ain't no woman that can take it. Goes by my.
For Lollipop.
Listen, I'm not saying it's gonna win or lose, but I'm saying it's a worthy battle for
to play.
Yeah, that's.
I'm saying like you're right. Not that he thinks we'll win,
but Lollipop is a very unique record. That there's
Lollipop is a win. If Lil Wayne shows up and says, "Hey, I'm playing Lollipop now," I should say, "Cool."
Yeah, and put whatever.
I'm playing nothing.
Yeah, no, that's not how Verzuz works.
Let it run unimposed.
Yo,
when Lil Wayne comes up and says, "Hey, I'm gonna play How to Love now," I should say, "Awesome."
No, then he's gonna play.
Wait.
What?
Wait.
How to Love? Yes, he's gonna play whatever you like. Stop. What are we doing?
Anything beats How to Love.
Stop.
He can play. I count
we don't have
6
to do this.
shots.
I love Wayne too, man.
Yeah, like this is not. That
is a comparable song. I could whatever you like and How to Love. Yes, they are.
Listen, I just want to know what T.I. was like. Can you imagine? I want you to put yourself in the shoes of someone who wasn't sure about T.I., right? Like you're like, okay, someone just showed you T.I. for the first time, and then they play you this. This is track listing.
You're gonna go to
listen. Okay, so you're like.
Yo, I need T.I. to play somebody. I don't care who.
Right?
At this point, anybody.
Right? And then so he's playing this and you're like, I'm not really sure. Let me go to the next song. Let me see.
Oh my God. Are you playing trap music album?
I don't know what it is. I don't want to say what it is.
I'm gonna tell y'all sucker ass nigga something. What's the vibe, nigga? Look at her, dog. You might have seen me in the street, but nigga, you
fucking insane. And it's like, okay, you know what, man? No, listen, I'm just gonna press. I don't have Spotify, so I'm not gonna go to shuffle. I'm just gonna go to the next song.
Oh my God.
Yo, this should be illegal. How can no songs be back to back? No.
No, I'm telling you. I need T.I. to face somebody. I don't care who. I don't care. It doesn't just. I just want to see. this play. And you know, I need him. And you know, the crazy part. The crazy part about this is if he faces anybody from before.
Oh, like for his career, like
yeah,
before
like any of those guys, all
active,
these hits. He's the one. He's probably one of the people, one artist that can play all of these bangers and play a new song, and everyone goes crazy. And who the fuck has hits from those times that will go because usually in Verzuz, when someone plays a new song, people
say that you're trying to promote your new stuff.
What are they gonna do when T.I. plays his new song? That's like a 2026, and niggas go, "Oh shit."
Yeah, like
that's gonna be uncomfortable for somebody who he faces, which is why no one is gonna face it.
Which is why 50 is diverting to memes and stuff like that because
I think 50. I think it'd be close. I think 50 might.
It'll be very close.
I think 50 might be able to nick it.
It all depends on song selection, baby. It all song selection. We've seen too many of this to know. When you put that song on, just everyone pack their bags and get out the room. That's all I'm saying. When that song comes on, I don't care what anyone tells me. That's one of my favorite songs ever.
I just think.
Oh my! Wait! Oh yeah! Oh wait! I'll play that to any of them love songs. I'll play that song to any of them love songs.
Top shelf, you know. I like my beat down.
Yeah, this is insane. What is he? What is he?
You
what is he
guys
doing?
are playing with T.I. name. I don't like it.
And that's where the conversation.
Music wise, I don't like this.
So, but I already said that.
Not you.
No mixtapes. Lil Wayne's gonna lose.
Or yeah, but he has to have a handle on his mixtape catalog.
He has to be able to use one of the mixtapes.
No, Wayne would have to have
their covers.
No.
Did Jadakiss use his mixtape?
No, what I'm saying is,
did Jadakiss use his mixtape? Yes or no?
Yes.
And did he kill niggas with it?
Yes.
So therefore, he can.
what I'm saying is Wayne would have to have a handle on knowing his mixtape catalog because
and which one is
and I'm basing this on Lil Wayne. I'm not basing this on me thinking Lil Wayne is this or that, but he's been in rooms and interviews where they've spit 8 bars and he said, who said that? And they're like, yo, it was you.
Yeah, because
which lets me know that's what I'm saying. So when you have a lot, you're not sure about the ones that are the ones that can really get people over, like, because you have so much to think from, and you're probably thinking, yo, it's the one that I just wrote yesterday.
You know what they should do? They should do a Verzuz where it's a star and a star, and then
they're confined to like a certain year.
No, a star and a star, and the star has to pick another star, a producer
for a tag team,
a producer or an executive producer to executive produce their selections for this thing. So when we look at them, it's not Lil Wayne 20 songs.
But you know what?
It's Drake and Lil Wayne's 20 songs.
But I think that's what it is.
40s. No, but acknowledge it so that so that when we're seeing this battle, we're not just going, why did Lil Wayne pick this? He has so many songs. No, we could actually be like, oh,
why didn't his executive producer not?
Yeah. Baby's fault because
you're mad at everybody. Then you just want more.
No, one more. Yeah, he wants to spread the blame around.
Wait.
Ladies and gentlemen,
hold the room.
That has been
hold the room. Wait, no, hold the room. Hold the room.
Everybody,
hold the room. Yes. I'm tired of one person getting blamed for everything. Don't you think so? You're not tired of one person? One person gets blamed. Oh, did you not hear the new thing on the news? I mean, in sports, it's LeBron's fault. Why all the players that have ever played basketball after 2024 never went in the dunk contest? It's LeBron's fault. It's LeBron's fault why they won't choose to dunk. It's LeBron's fault why the All-Stars who get selected don't play hard in the All-Star game. This shit is annoying.
If they keep with this format, I think this All-Star game will go very, very well. But that has been episode 1 or 2. You might want to set up for this.
Oh, you think this is the good? Well,
the only mistake is that they had the old guys play a few times in a row. That's a problem.
It's not their fault. It's just the ones who won and ones who lost. And I didn't realize the
world let the old guys play first.
I didn't know that the world would have one team and then the US would have two.
I did because you can only play 4 quarters.
No, I'm just saying I didn't take that in. And then the girl and then 2 of their superstars weren't even playing.
I know. I thought they would have cooked if the superstars were playing, but 4 quarters, 3-team tournament. That's the way you got to do it. Every game becomes competitive each quarter, so to watch it's fun and exciting. You just got to get those guys a bit of a break.
Okay, so what we'll do is also, you know what we'll do next time? We'll make T.I. versus somebody else. Because are we saying that T.I. probably wins? Because there was another one I wanted to bring up a T.I., but we'll do that next time to say.
It just
what we can do is just see who these people end up getting beat and who they get taken out. I
just know that T.I. is not easy out for any of these people that y'all think.
At all.
Yeah, they need to stop.
T.I. is gonna shake. And I think hip hop deserves to see T.I. in a Verzuz. We've seen a lot.
Remember they tried to make T.I. and Busta Rhymes do it? I know it's a weird matchup, but they both have a lot of music.
At this point, I'll accept any of them.
Yeah, no. It's a smoking. It's a smoking which way?
Oh, wait. Hold on. Camera, zoom in. Who's getting smoked?
That's T.I. smoking on that Busta pack.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been You Might Want to Sit Down for This. Make sure that you like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe and attribe yourselves to something as you stay alive.
Wow.
And we'll see you next time. Next rhyme. Busta. Wow. Here we go. Okay, so everybody do their thing. The top up and top down.
That'll be actually a good battle. Sorry, I don't know why you're saying smoke because he's gonna play Pascal Vaz here. He's gonna play. Give me some more. He's gonna play. Fucking.
Put your hands where my eyes can see.
He's gonna play.
Break Your Neck. He's gonna play Look at Me Now.
He's gonna play the thing with.
Ever Since Jim McCorn. He's gonna play. He's gonna play the song with Janet.
Chris Brown.
Yeah.
That one. Anybody he does that song to, everyone. That's a point. No matter what song.
Because there's nothing you can play.
What you know about that is an automatic point.
I know. So we got 2. We have 2 for sure automatic points.
Okay, I'll start playing some songs off this.
Hi there. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to take a listen, to take a watch. To You Might Want to Sit Down for This. You Might Want to Sit Down for This was taped in front of a live studio audience with your mother. If you'd like all the content that you heard or seen, please don't be shy. Like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, share with other people who are in dire need of hearing 3 people lament about a bunch of bullshit that doesn't even really matter anyway in the grand scheme of things. And remember, one thing that's most important out of everything else, if you've forgotten everything that we said in the last hour and 45 minutes, remember this. It's all good.
This concludes our broadcast day.
You might want to sit down for this.